All right, so I'm attempting to go live on a couple different places at the same time. Give me just a minute. I want to make sure I take care of something real quick. But I can't see you guys. You can see me. Well, I can't even see myself. But I want to talk a little bit as part of my going live every day. I'm going live every day during the month of January. And I was literally about to go and lay myself down because I haven't been feeling well. For those of you who know, I've been sick. Hold on just a minute. I'm almost there. I've been sick for the last, it feels like a week now. I've been sick for almost a week now. And obviously, I'm feeling better, but I want to talk about the process a little bit. All right. So I think I just fixed what need to be fixed. All right, let's go. So if you're joining me, TikTok, I'm also streaming simultaneously over here. So if you notice me looking over here, that's why. But TikTok, I will interact with you all. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm open book. I come to share my gifts with the world. But for the month of January, right? I heard a directive, go live every day in January, go live for the next 30 days. And so I've chosen to show up, even if I'm not feeling well, even if whatever. Like there's no excuses. I'm just going to show up and I'm going to give the people something. And when you think about the idea of going live every day, you have to come up with a topic. You have to figure out what you can talk about. You're going to do all that. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going to talk about the thing that it is that occurs to me at that moment. Today, what occurred to me, right? Today, what occurred to me as I posted a picture, right? I posted a picture because I had my new hair and I said, new dude, who's that, right? And I went about did something else and I come back and the picture's blowing up, right? The people are loving the picture, like, oh, you look great. And all I could think of was, I look way better than I feel. Excuse me. I look way better than I feel. But, we still show up. I had clients today. So I was showing up. I was meeting with clients. I was doing what needed to be done. I was resting in between time. But the curated, right, the picture that the people saw was a picture of me with my new hair. And, it's kind of cute. And, I got it to the side. It's finally got the right hang time and all of that. But I started thinking about how in this process of looking better than I feel in this moment, how oftentimes we are in these areas of healing from one thing or the next, and we often look better than we feel. Now, for those of you who are new here, I don't think there are too many of you who are too new here, maybe on TikTok, because a lot of you tend to be new here. My name is Rhonda. I'm a breakthrough coach. I help women and men push past those I want to say the bullshit stories you're telling yourself that's keeping you stuck, right? I help you to slash all of that. But I'm also a 53-year-old woman who is, and I can still say recently divorced because it's been a little over a year after a nearly 30-year relationship. And so I've been very public about my healing process over the last few years. I just did a video or a TikTok, and then I posted in various other places where I talked about, sitting in this same chair. I'm visiting my sister in Alabama. I'm sitting in the same chair 900 and something odd days ago when I introduced my story to the world and I started talking about the process. And, if you look back at that video, you see that I look pretty pitiful. Like it was a sad time. Like I look now. Back then, I thought I was looking happy. I wasn't looking happy. I was looking pretty pitiful. I was looking pretty sad. But I made the video and I allowed you all into my process, into my healing journey. And over the course of this time, right, you guys have been able to follow along through that process. But as I was thinking today, as I was thinking about how I obviously look better than I feel right now, I was thinking about the residue that's left even in the healing process. So again, like, I don't know, maybe it was the night before New Year's Eve. So maybe the 30th is when I really started feeling sick. I was really not feeling well at all. So that's been maybe 3, 4, 5 days ago. I started feeling better yesterday, but there's still residue. I'm healing, but there's still residue. When I run up the stairs, I am out of breath. There's still residue. When I sleep, when I attempt to sleep at night, I am coughing uncontrollably through the night. I'm not sleeping well. There's still residue. There's things that people can't see. And although I'm doing better, I'm doing way better than I was before, right? I'm doing way better than I was a few days ago. There's still residue that most people don't see because I'm still able to show up. I'm still able to maintain the things that need to be maintained. But if I were to do something that required a level of exertion, right, it would take me out. if I had to show up every day. And so when I think about I'm always one for parallels, right? And there's a parallel process to this, right? As we are healing and we're on our healing journeys, sometimes in your healing journey, you're going to look better than you feel. Most of the time, actually. Most of the time. And that's one of the misnomers of the process is that people get into this thing and they look so good that people don't recognize that they are still in the process. They still don't feel 100%. They still don't have it in them. And they do what I'm about to do. As soon as this live is over, I'm going to pluck these eyelashes off. I'm going to put on some pajamas. I'm going to lay down because physically my body still needs to heal. But emotionally, a lot of us don't give ourselves that opportunity to heal, to account for the residue. We start to feel better and then we just move and go for it. We move and we go for it. And sometimes we still need to allow for the residue that exists, because when I tell you right now, I'm a paid speaker, right? People pay me to speak. I'm just happy I don't have a speaking engagement right now because I could only speak so long before I'm engaged in a full-fledged coughing fit that renders me, oh Lord, it's about to come, that renders me helpless. It renders me helpless. And again, as you are navigating the healing journey, you will have spots that will put you in places where the veneer of healing starts to wear thin, right? But you also need to take care of yourself. You need to make sure you're doing the things that are required to take care of you in the season where your healing starts to look real good to you. Your healing will start looking real good to you. But that doesn't mean that there's not still residue. That doesn't mean that there's not still opportunity for you to pause. That does not mean that there's not still opportunity for you to continue to treat yourself with the kid gloves that are necessary to navigate fully through your healing process. Fully through it. There is residue. What is the residue that is still on you from the thing that happened to you, or the thing that you're healing from, or the thing that you're dealing with? What's the residue? There's liable to still be residue. And what are you doing to effectively take care of yourself in the midst of it and take care of the residue? It's incumbent upon you that you become intentional about that. So I said my commitment was to go live every day, and I knew I was about to lay down, so I'm going to go live now so you guys get that, because in the spirit of this taking care of the residue, I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to go rest. I haven't eaten today. It is 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything. And I still need to rest. I still need to take care of myself. So I want to leave you with this. How are you taking care of yourself? How are you taking care of yourself as you deal with the residue of your process? As you honor your commitments, as you do those things that you know that you have to do. With that, I'll leave you with this. And I made a video about this earlier today, but I created a peace blueprint for anyone who's looking for a way to jumpstart their healing process. If they're looking for some additional, maybe you want to work with me, you're not able to work with me, you don't have the bandwidth, I don't have the bandwidth. It's a 6-module program called the Peace Blueprint. If you hit the link, you guys have a link, or you go to thepeaceblueprint.com. Thepeaceblueprint.com is linked in my bio everywhere. It will give you information regarding what that is. But it really speaks to the blueprint and the foundational healing, the foundational work that needs to happen as you navigate your healing process. And one of those things that you have to do in this process is allow yourself to deal realistically and honestly with the residue. Okay, so that's it. Now I'm about to go deal with the residue. I'm gonna lay down. I might find something to eat. I'm gonna take care of me, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay, bye. It's like when I see a comment. It's like when you start on antibiotic and you start feeling better and you prematurely stop taking it or doing what's working. Absolutely. You only show up as Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but you are dead on. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. And I see that a lot as a therapist. I would have clients who would get on medication, and then because they're doing so well on medication, they stop taking the medication and not know why they're not feeling well. I'm like, you do realize that the thing that you stopped doing was the reason that you were doing so well. We cannot stop doing those things. I remember when I was working with my therapist and I was doing really well for probably 5-6 months. We were just meeting and I was like, girl, I'm good. And I said to her, I said, I'm good, but I'm gonna continue because I don't know if the reason that I'm good is because I keep showing up to these meetings and I have this place to emote. I have this place, this option for me, or what? But I'm not trying to upset the apple cart right now. So I'm gonna stick with what all the things that are working. I'm gonna allow those to work, and then that also allows you to flesh out the residue. But yeah. So that's it. I'm about to go lay myself down, put on some pajamas. I'm about to tie this hair back up. Y'all like my new hair? Y'all like my new hair? My head is itching. It's they're crochets. I didn't know if I liked it at first, but I like it. The people on the TikTok get to see the blonde at the bottom. Here's a blonde. But I'm about to go tie this bad boy up. I'm about to rip these lashes off, and I'm about to lay down. Thank you, Facebook user. But so y'all may or may not see me again tonight with another revelation, but I just wanted to make sure that I honored my commitment of going live every day in January. If you want to make sure that you make those, if you're on Facebook, if you're on TikTok, make sure you're following me, and then hit your notifications so you can see when I go live. And also check out some of the videos that I have if you want more information about my process and how I've gone through and navigated my healing journey. Starting from the very beginning. It started in this chair. It started right here. Y'all remember that video? And I put my heart on it. Don't try to stop me when I leave. That was the video. Y'all remember that video? It was right here. April 2021, 4 months in to my I won't even say my healing journey because it was 4 months into my separation. I've been separated 4 months at that time. I was still going through it, y'all. I was going through it. And so it's like the full circleness of it. And the fact that I've shared so much of it on the internet, right? I look at that as my that's kind of the give back. So anybody who's trying to figure out how to navigate your process, make sure you follow me on the TikTok or IG. I share a lot of that over there. Facebook, I've been having too much fun on Facebook. Facebook's been my fun zone, but I'll share more on there too. But yeah, so make sure you're following me if you want more, or if you want to know what it's like, or you need tips on navigating the healing journey. I'm not only a client, I'm the healing president, y'all. I have credentials. I have things behind my name. It's not just I went through this experience and then I hopped up one day and decided I was going to coach people. No, I got certifications. I have licenses. I have 7 years of higher education. I have a master's degree. That's what I'm trying to say. So I am equipped. I am to know what I'm talking about. But I created this virtual product for you all for those of you who want to get the work in, and it's at a reasonable rate. It's less than 1 hour with me. The cost of it, the investment is less than what it would cost to spend 1 hour with me. And you get 6 modules, which is basically 6 weeks of work with me. 6 weeks of work with me. And you can put it on, what's that thing called? When you get to pay over time? Afterpay. You could put your girl on layaway and still have the process. So there's no excuse. If you want to work with me, if you can't, if there's some reason that you want to do it and you can't do it, money is an issue, hit me up in my inbox. I'll make sure you have access to something that will help you to get to what it is that you need to get to as it relates to your healing journey, okay? Because I have something for every price point. Every price point. All right. So that is it. Happy New Year to you too, Facebook user. I'll respond to you once I get off here and I can see what your name is, because I can't see your name right now. And I'll talk to y'all probably tomorrow. Could be later today. I don't know. But I just want to go on record and saying I went live today. Y'all have a good one. Bye.